The following matchup is presented and played with Hockey Blast Express, a product of PLAAY Games LLC, copyright 2023, all rights reserved. And happy opening day to all of you hockey fans out there as we get set for a brand new season of hockey to get underway, along with a new project that I have out on the table. This time it will be played with Hockey Blast Express, and it will be featuring the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens in a familiar Gauntlet Challenge style that I did with my 1927 New York Yankees Gauntlet Challenge, but this time we are playing it as play in as many games as we can within a 1 hour time frame. Today's opponent is the none other than the 1984-85 Edmonton Oilers, led by their goaltender, their starting goaltender, Grant Fuhr, and of course the great one, Wayne Gretzky, who you will see in hopefully coming up in the game in the time frame here. So with that being said, if you're ready to get the puck dropped, let's do it. Start the clock. We're going to get a penalty right off the bat as we got a penalty check between players 4 and 1. So it looks like it'll be Gainey and Kevin Lowe. And it looks like Kevin Lowe is going to go to the box as Bob Gainey goes on the power play opportunity as the Canadiens go on the power play opportunity, as Bob Gainey will move in on Grant Fuhr, as Grant Fuhr needs to make a 2. Needs to make a 2 needs to roll a 1 or a 2 to make the stop, which he won't. He will score, and the Canadiens get on the board. It's a power play goal, courtesy of Bob Gainey. Let's see who got the assist. So 2 assists. Let's see. It'll be LaPointe and Mahavlich getting the assists on the Bob Gainey power play goal. And again, I am keeping track of the assists, even though assists are not part of the Express version of Hockey Blast Express, or excuse me, the Express version of Hockey Blast. I'm a hockey enthusiast. I will collect all the stats that I need to. So moving on, we got a visitor scoring chance. I'm sorry, it's an 11. Home goalie must make play save, and home player is injured. Ooh, so we're going to roll for the play save first. 1 or 2 to make the stop. Can't, scores. Let's see who gets the goal. 11, second best shot rating. The best is Lamar. The second best is either Lambert or Tremblay. So I'm going to give that to I'm going to give that one to Yvonne Lambert, and 1 assist. We will go ahead and give Jacques Lamar the primary assist on the Lambert goal. And we do have an injury out on the Oilers side of things. And again, with injuries, again, according to my rules video, which I will leave a link down below in the description to that video, is when a player gets taken out, I'm going to be playing it as like normal hockey. So when a player goes out, the teams will be down by a guy. So that being said, let's see who is injured. Player number 2, that's Yari Curry. So Yari Curry is going to be injured for the rest of this game here. Even though it says active player, top player is out rest of the game, and he will be and for purposes, I am going to say he is done um, for the time frame. With that being said, we move along. Still in the 5th minute of the first segment of the first period. We got a quality check between players 4 and 5. That is going to be Paul Coffey and Bill Nyrop for Smart. It looks like Coffey has Smart, and he's going to be moving in on Ken Dryden as he will shoot. And Ken Dryden makes the save. So give Coffey a quality check win. In there, and we move on to the next segment of the first period, up with the Canadiens up 2-0. We got another quality check, this time between Glenn Anderson and Larry Robinson for hits. Both of them have hits, so nothing will do there. Here for that segment. If a tie, nothing do, nothing comes up, no action. And we move on to the next segment. Another quality check, this time between anybody on the Oilers that has speed, skill, smart, and star. That's Doug Jarvis. How about we go at it with Mark Messier? We'll have Mark Messier do battle with Doug Jarvis for star. Both have star, and that's going to be that'll be the kitchen sink for that segment. And we move on to the final segment of this first period. It's a visitor scoring chance. Oh, choice home player scores a goal. So either way, the Oilers will get on the board. It's 2-1. Let's see who scores the goal. Can't be. Oh, excuse me. It'll be a 4. So third best shot rating on the Oilers. So Mike Krashelinski is the best shot rating that they got. Second best will be Pat Hughes. So it's between McClellan, Lau, and Huddy. Lau or Low. Excuse me. I think we're going to give that to... I think we'll give it to Kevin McClellan. We'll give it to Kevin McClellan. And the assist is 2 assists. So Krashelinski will get 1, and Kevin Lowe will get the secondary assist. So Edmonton does get on the board. It's 2-1. And wouldn't you know, in that third spot, up pops Wayne Gretzky for the Edmonton Oilers. It's a home scoring chance, 16. Visitor goalie must make shot saves. So visitor goalie must make shot saves. So Ken Dryden needs to make a 2 or a 3 with a dot to make the save. Can't, he scores. It's a tie game. Let's see who scored that goal. A 7. That's going to be player with the best shot rating. Guess what? The great one, Wayne Gretzky, will score that game-tying goal for the Edmonton Oilers. And 5 is going to be 1 assist. How about 2? This is going to be tough. You know what? Forget it. I'm just going to say Wayne Gretzky gets the goal. Paul Coffey will get the only assist on the great one's goal. So the great one, Wayne Gretzky, gets on the board here in this project against the Canadiens, and it's tied up at 2 apiece. Oh my gosh, a visitor scoring chance. It's a 43. Any visitor player with a triangle creates a goal. We have 2 guys, Pete Mahovlich and Steve Shutt. And I think I do want to keep that power play circle star out there. So we'll give it to Pete Mahovlich, who will move in on Grant Fuhr. And he won't get it. He scores. Pete Mahovlich will put the Habs in front. It's 3-2 in favor of the Canadiens. Let's see who got the assist on that goal. It'll be 2 assists, Shutt, and I do want to keep one square out there, so we'll give the other assist to Savard. So Mahovlich from Shutt and Savard will be your assist takers for that goal stat line. And it's 3-2 in favor of the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens. Home scoring chance. Oh my goodness. Visitor defense player in 1 stops goal chance with a quality roll of star or a square. Bob Gainey does have a square, and he also has star, so Bob Gainey will stop the goal, and therefore this period will come to an end with the Habs in front by a score of 3-2 as we head to the second period. We got a penalty check, and it looks like it'll be between anybody on the home side against player 2, that's Tremblay. This is going to be a toughie. I think we'll let the decider die. We'll let the decider die. We'll let the decider die say, should they go for the power play or should they tie it? They will go for the power play. And they will go for the power play. So it looks like it'll be going up against Charlie Huddy, who has the lower penalty rating. So Mario Tremblay is going to head off to the box, as Charlie Huddy will move in on Ken Dryden as he tries to make a play save here, as he will shoot. And Ken Dryden makes the save. So the Oilers were not successful on their power play opportunity for their first express power play opportunity of the game. And we will move on to the next segment. Home scoring chance, it's a 34. Home player in 2 creates a goal with a quality roll of smart or a triangle. Oh, Pat Hughes does not have smart. He is the choice home player in 2. And it looks like nothing will come up there for the Edmonton Oilers, as Pat Hughes does not have smart, nor does he have a triangle. So nothing will come up there. No action there. We move on. We got a visitor scoring chance, this time of 44. Any visitor player with a triangle creates a goal. You bet your big butt we do. Guy Lafleur, Jacques Lemar, Guy Lapointe. And unfortunately for Yvonne Lambert, he has a hollowed triangle that only activates during a power play. So I do believe we'll take him out of question. So looking at it, I think we're going to keep. I do want to keep one power play circle out there. So it's either Guy Lafleur or Jacques Lemar. We're going to roll the decider die. It's Guy Lafleur. And it'll be Jacques Lemar. So Jacques Lemar will move in on Grant Fuhr, hopefully to create a goal chance here as he comes in, as he shoots. And Grant Fuhr makes the save. My goodness. Standing on his hits. He's been standing on his head in this game. So we move on to the next segment, which is a home scoring chance. Oh my goodness. With a 55, any visitor player with a square stops home goal. Otherwise, it'll be a goal. We have 3 chances. So here's what we'll do. We'll roll the red. We'll roll the red die here. We'll re-roll the red die that is highlighted on screen. And It'll be Jarvis with a 1 or 1, 2 will be Jarvis, 3, 4 will be Lapointe, or 5, 6 will be Nyrop. It'll be Bill Nyrop stopping the goal, and that will do it for the second period here in Edmonton, with the score still 3-2 Habs as we head to the third period. We got a quality check between players 5 and anybody on the Canadiens with hit, smart, and power. We want a guy with hit, smart, and power. Oh, yikes. That's going to be Larry Robinson, but I do want to see. Yeah, we'll counter with Larry Robinson for speed. Oh, Larry Robinson does have speed, as Don Jackson will lose that battle with Larry Robinson as he moves in on Grant Fuhr, which he will shoot and scores. Larry Robinson will score the goal. And let's see who gets let's see how many assists. So 2 assists. So that'll be Guy Lafleur and Guy Lapointe. So the 2 Guys on the Montreal Canadiens will get the assist. So it'll be Robinson from Lafleur and Guy Lapointe on that stat line. Another quality another quality check. And this time it'll be between Hunter and Nyrop for skill. Both of them have skill, and that is going to be it for that segment here for this opening segment of the third period. Quality check, this time between players Napier and Jarvis for speed. Both of them have speed, and we will rotate both of these guys. Penalty check between players Glenn Anderson and anybody on the Montreal. Oh, yikes. It looks like Glenn Anderson, you're out of luck. You're gonna head off to the box, my guy, as we will re-roll this red die here highlighted. Who will take the power play opportunity? 6 is an automatic re-roll. It'll be Larry Robinson. Can he go for 2 straight goals here as he moves in on Grant Fuhr, which he needs to make a play save as he shoots and scores. Larry Robinson again puts the Habs in front by further. It's further in front. It's 5-2. And let's see how many assists. So 2 assists. Mahavlich and you know what? I do want to keep that square out there. So I think we'll go with Mahavlich and Rajan Hole are going to be your assist takers. On the Larry Robinson power play opportunity. We got a visitor scoring chance. It's a 12. Home goalie must make play save as anyone moves in on Grant Fuhr, which one of them will shoot, and Grant Fuhr makes the save. So nobody will swap out. And we move on to the final segment of this game here as we got a home scoring chance with a 56. Any visitor player with a square stops home goal. You bet your big butt we got 2 squares up on the board. Savard or Nyrop. Since Nyrop got the last one, I think we'll give it to Savard this time. And since we don't go to the empty net minutes chart, since the game is not within a 1-goal game, the game is over. Stop the clock. As the Habs take it by a final score of 5-2 here in Game 1 of this time frame. Oh boy, what a series we are in for here. So stay tuned for the game summary and Game 2 coming up next. Or excuse me, stay tuned for Game 2 coming up next. But for now, here is your Game 1 game summary. And welcome back, everybody, as we get set for Game 2 of this time frame with 42 minutes and 1 second left on the clock between the 84-85 Edmonton Oilers and the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens, as the Habs lead this time frame by a time frame score of 1-0. With that being said, your starting goaltenders are Andy Moog and Michel Larocque. And without further ado, let's get it going. Start the clock. We got a quality check to start Game 2 with a between players 5 and anybody on the Oilers with speed, skill, power, and hit, as Nyrop is chosen to be the player of choice here. How about we tassel with Mark Messier for power? Both have power, and we move on to the next segment. Home scoring chance of a 35. Home player in 3 creates a goal that is Lamar with a quality roll of skill or a triangle. Yes, he has both a triangle and he has both skill and a triangle. So he moves in on Moog, which he will shoot and scores. Jacques Lamar will get the ice-breaking goal in Game 2, as the assists will be 2 assists. So Jacques Lamar it'll be Larry Robinson and Jacques Lamar getting the assist from Mario Tremblay's ice-breaking goal here to open up Game 2 of this time frame. Well, quality check between players 3, that's McClellan and Jarvis for speed. Jarvis does have speed as he moves in on Moog, as he will shoot, and Moog makes the save. Oh my, oh my, oh my. We got another quality check this time between Lambert and anybody on the ice with speed, skill, power, smart, and star. It's close, but I think we're going to go with the great one, Wayne Gretzky. For hit, neither of them have hit. So Lambert and the great one, Wayne Gretzky, will be taken out of context here for now. Here in Game 2 of this time frame, and we move on to the next segment, which is a home scoring chance of a 36. Home player in 4 creates a goal that's Savard with a star, with a quality roll of star or a triangle. Serge Savard does not have a triangle, but he does have a star, which is being asked for as he moves in on Moog, as he shoots and scores. Serge Savard will get the goal. The assists is 2 assists. That will be going to Lafleur, and I do want to keep one power play circle out there, so we'll keep shut out there. We'll give the other one to Pete Mahovlich. So it'll be Savard scoring the goal from Guy Lafleur and Pete Mahovlich. Oh, we got triple ones. This will be an injury in a home player. Reroll the red die. The top player of the indicated stack. Even though it's a home goal, he must make play save. But however, this is triples. The top player from the indicated stack is injured for the rest of the game. On a red die reroll of 6, the goalie is injured. Remove the injured player and replace him, yada, 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 with the reserve player. But in this case, the teams will be man down. So the segment will end, the first period will end with a 2-0 lead for the Habs. We will reroll this die that I highlighted. It's a 6, and Michel Larocque is out for the rest of this time, maybe out for the rest of this time frame here. So nobody on the Habs skaters 1 through 5 is injured, so that's good. So Ken Dryden now comes in as he gets to play the remainder of this ball game. Michel Larocque will go through. Will indeed be back in this time frame in case if this time frame does extend to a possibility of a game 4 and beyond. So with that being said, the first period comes to a close with a 2-0 lead for the Habs. Let's move on to the second period. Penalty check between players 3 and 1. That's Lamar and Glenn Anderson. Lamar has a 0.5. Glenn Anderson has a penalty rating of 1. Yikes, Glenn Anderson, you're going to the sin bin as Jacques Lamar will move in on Andy Moog, which he will shoot and scores. It's 3-0 Habs as Lamar scores on the power play. 2 assists, shot, and we'll give it to Hold. Lamar from Steve Shutt, and Rajan Hole will be your stat line for that goal here to start the second period. Penalty check between players, anybody on the ice with all the qualities. Between Messier. Man, do we want to tie or give them the power play? If we tie, it's Tremblay. If we want to give them the power play, it's going to be either Gainey or Jarvis or anybody. So we tie. Nope, we're going to give it to them. So it's going to be 1, 3, 4, or 5. 6 is a reroll. Can't get 2. So it'll be Bob Gainey going to the box and Mark Messier. Oh, no, excuse me. I'm sorry. Mark Messier has a penalty rating of 1. So indeed, we have to tie. So Tremblay, I'm sorry. So scratch that out. Messier and Tremblay will have the same penalty rating. It's a tie between them, as each of them have 1. Both of them have penalty ratings worth of 1. And nothing will do there. No penalty comes up in the segment here. And we move on to the next segment of the time frame. We got a quality check between Gainey and anybody on the ice with every quality. It's close. We're going to give it to Kevin Lowe. For power, both have power. And we move on. Another quality check, this time between players 2 and 5, which is Guy Lafleur and Don Jackson for hits. It looks like Jackson does have hit as he will move in on Ken Dryden, which he shoots. Oh, and a rare opportunity to score a goal. Don Jackson will do so as Ken Dryden can't stop that one as Edmonton gets on the board. There goes the shutout, and it'll be worth 1 assist. And that's going to looks like it'll be on the defenseman, Paul Coffey. So Don Jackson scoring the goal from Paul Coffey with the assist going to Paul Coffey. And the score is now 3-1 halves. And we move on to the next segment. Or excuse me, we continue on in this segment here with a quality check between players 1 and 3. That's Lambert and Kevin McClelland for power. Both have power. And that is going to do it for that segment here in game 2 of period 2. Home scoring chance of a 34. Home player in 2, that's Lafleur, gets to create a goal with a quality roll of speed or a triangle. He has every right to do so. Guy Lafleur has both speed and a triangle. So he moves in on Moog, which he shoots, and Moog makes the stop. Holy! So that's going to be it for the second period here in Montreal with the score. The 76-77 Habs lead it 3-1 over the 1984-85 Edmonton Oilers. Quality check between anybody with skill, smart, power, or star. It's close. Actually, you know what? We're going to go with Savard. We'll go with Savard. We're looking for power. Both have power. And we move on to the next segment in this one. Quality check, this time between players with a quality check between hit, smart, star, skill, and power. Close, but I think we're going to go with both fours. Guy Lapointe and Kevin Lowe for speed. Neither of them have speed. So far, good defense playing here by the Habs, keeping this period right where it's at. Quality check, this time between players 5 and 4. That's Nyrop and Coffey for speed. Both have speed. And we move on to the final segment of the game. Possibility with a quality check between Savard and Lindstrom, as Lindstrom was entered into the game for Yari Curry. With Smart, it's 4 and 2, Savard and Lindstrom. Yes, both have Smart, and that will do it. Stop the clock. The Habs extend their time frame lead as they win another one by a final score of 3-1. And unfortunate news, Ken Dryden will be your starting goaltender for next game, as Michel Larocque will sit out for a game due to him being injured. But stay tuned for the game summary to figure out the status of Michel Larocque for the remainder of this time frame. With that being said, stay tuned for game number 3 coming up next. But for now, here is your Bitty Beer game summary presented by Bitty Beer. Bitter taste, better pricing, Bitty Beer. And welcome back, everybody, as we get set for Game 3 of this time frame with 29 minutes and 48 seconds left on the clock. Your score at this point in this time frame is Montreal 2 and the Oilers nothing. In this time frame here, the Oilers of 1984-85 can try to win this game right here to get on the board to make it a time frame again. However, it seems that the Habs are too powerful for them to contend with. With that being said, with 29 minutes and 48 seconds left on the clock, I will start to play a little bit faster throughout the remaining of this time frame. So forgive me if I don't. Forgive me if I slow down the pace of play here to get everything all situated. With that being said, let's get to it. Start the clock. We got a quality check this time between Wayne Gretzky and Guy Lapointe for skill. Both have skill. However, Wayne Gretzky has skill underlined, so therefore he's going to win that battle as he moves in on Ken Dryden, who will sorry, I can't speak. That the great one, Wayne Gretzky, moves in on Ken Dryden, which he will shoot. And Ken Dryden makes the stop. Off the great one, Wayne Gretzky. Wow. What a save. What a save that was. Home scoring chance of a 44. Any home player with a power play circle star creates a power play goal. Oh, yikes. None of which are on the ice, so nothing will do there. Nothing's going to come up there as no action takes place as we move on to the next segment here in this one. Quality check between Dave Hunter, and Doug Jarvis for hits. Dave Hunter does have hits, so he's going to move in on Ken Dryden to hopefully get his Oilers on the board, which he won't. Ken Dryden makes another save. Another great save here in game number 3 of this time frame. Holy cow! This is a must-win game for the Oilers to make it a time frame make it a time frame series once again. And we move on. It's a penalty check between players 2 and 6, 2, which is Napier, and anybody out on the ice. And oh my, yikes! It looks like anyone on the ice is going to go to the box for Montreal. So I do want to keep the power play square out. So I think we're going to give it to Rajan Hole will be going to the sin bin as Mark Napier will move in on Ken Dryden. Can Ken Dryden stop 3 in a row? He will. Mark Napier moves in on Dryden. His shot, but it won't do. It does not go through as the game remains tied. Remains scoreless as we go to the second period. Home scoring chance of a 51. Visitor defense player in 2 stops a goal. So visitor player in defense 2, that's Mario Tremblay, stops an Edmonton goal with skill or a square. He does not have a square, but he does have skill. Yes, he does not have a square, but he does have skill, so he will stop that goal. So he stops the Edmonton goal. That is a highlight play in this series, in this time frame series. And we move on to the next segment. Oh, we got triple fives. This one is a fight and a momentum shot. So we got a fight here. A fight breaks out between the players on each team with the highest fight rating. We have none. Oh, Mark Messier is the only guy on the ice with a Mark Messier and Kevin Lowe or Lau will only have the fight. Yeah, excuse me. Mark Messier and Kevin Lowe have the only fight ratings out there, so it looks like no fight will be. If one or both teams has no player with a fight rating, then no fight happens. Unbelievable. So no fight happens. So we move on to the next segment. So a little bit of a roughing matchup there. We got a visitor scoring chance of a 15. Home goalie must make play save. Andy Moog needs to make a 1, 2, or 3 to make the save. He won't. He will. He won't, and Montreal will get on the board. Montreal will get on the board here as we figure out who scored the goal. 9, second best shot rating. So Guy Lafleur and Steve Shutt are tied. So the second best shot rating is going to go to Larry Robinson, who's going to score that goal. And we're going to give him 2 assists. How about Guy Lafleur and Steve Shutt? So Larry Robinson will score the goal from Guy Lafleur, and Steve Shutt will be your goal tally for that, will be your stat line for that goal. For the ice-breaking goal here in the second period as the Habs lead 1-0. Home scoring chance of a 25. Home player rolls for a goal using assist stars +2. Well, Yari Curry was inserted back into the game. You kind of remember in game 1, he got out due to injury, and the coach said he was dealing with cramps and everything else like that. So we decided to rest him for last game, and we'll bring him in for game 3 to give him a chance here. So he is back in because it was early on in game 1 where he got injured. So Yari Curry, back to this. Yari Curry is going to roll for his assist stars +2. So he's going to have a 3 or a 4 with a dot to score a goal. Oh, and he can't. Ken Dryden makes the save. And we move on to the next segment here with a quality check between both players in 5, Huddy and Nyrop for Smart. Neither of them have Smart, and the second period will come to an end with the score, Montreal leading it 1-0 over the 1984-85 Edmonton Oilers. We go to the third with the quality check, and this time it'll be between players Anderson and Rajan Hole. I do believe, if I'm not mistaken here, yeah, I think Hole's out there. Yeah. So we're looking for power. Glenn Anderson, either way, will win the battle as he moves in on Ken Dryden, which he will shoot. Dryden makes the save. Oh my, oh my. If you're an Oilers fan, I don't know what to say. I really do not know what to say. Whew. We move on to the next segment. We have a penalty check between both players in 4. Oh, Kevin Lowe gets to go to the sin bin as Serge Savard will move in on Andy Moog, which he will shoot. And Moog makes the save to keep this game 1-0 in favor of the Habs, and also Moog keeping his Edmonton Oilers in this ball game right here. We move on to the next segment with a quality check between player 4, which is Paul Coffey, and anybody out on the ice with speed, skill, power, with almost all the qualities. I think I do want to keep that triangle and 1 circle or square out there. So I think we're going to give it to Bob Gainey. So we're looking for star. Both have star, as both guys will rotate to the bottom of the stack. Here, and we move on to hopefully the final segment here with a quality check, this time between players 4, that's Kevin Lau and Mario Tremblay, for power. Both have power, and folks, we're going to the empty net mini chart since the game is ending on a 1-goal game. And let's see what the empty net roll says, indicated on the highlighted die. 9. The game is over. Stop the clock. Your final score in Game 3, the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens take a 3-0 games to none time frame lead with 19 minutes and 56 seconds remaining on the clock. There will be a Game 4 coming up next, and possibly, if that game finishes early, we may see potentially a Game 5. With that being said, stay tuned for Game 4, I should say. But for now, here is your Bitty Beer game summary, presented by your favorite Bitty Beer products. Bitter taste, better pricing, Bitty Beer. And welcome back, everybody, with 19 minutes and 56 seconds left on the clock. This is Game 4 of the time frame. If there is such time remaining, we will play a Game 5 between the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens and the 1984-85 Edmonton Oilers. Your goaltenders for today for Game 4 will be Grant Fuhr against Ken Dryden. And without further ado, the Habs lead it 3-0. Should the 1976-77 Habs win Game 4, they may be sitting prime and pretty to win the time frame. With that being said, let's get going. Start the clock. We got a quality check to begin Game 4 between players 5 and 4. That's Robinson and Coffey for skill. Both have skill, and we move on to the next segment. We got a visitor scoring chance with a 65. Visitor defense stop, breakaway chance. Home goalie must make a spec save. Let's see who's going to get the chance here. We will roll this die right here that's highlighted, and it will be player 4. That is Kevin Lowe, who's going to move in on Ken Dryden as he stops in a breakaway opportunity, which he will shoot. And Ken Dryden can't make the save as Edmonton gets on the board early. It's a 1-0 lead on a breakaway goal. Home goalie must make a spec save, which he couldn't do. Ken Dryden couldn't do, as Kevin Lowe will take the goal. We'll take the chance here. We'll have a defense stop, and the assists will be 2 assists between Kushlinski and Mark Messier. So Kevin Lowe will get the chance. We'll get the goal from Mike Krashlinski and Mark Messier. And the Oilers take an early 1-0 lead over the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens here in game number 4. Quality check, this time between players 2 and 5, which is Guy Lafleur and Don Jackson for hits. Looks like Jackson has hit, as he will win that battle against Guy Lafleur. He moves in on Dryden, who he shoots. And Ken Dryden makes the save. Oh my, oh my. It's like, yeah, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Home scoring chance with a 42. Any home player with a triangle creates a goal. Creates a goal. Well, we have a lot between Pete Mahovlich and Guy Lapointe. However, Lambert and Rajan Houle have both have hollowed out triangles. I think they would not get involved only if they were on the power play. And I think they would get involved, but I'm really not too sure about that. So we'll leave those guys alone. So it's between Mahovlich and Guy Lapointe. I think we're going to give it to Pete Mahovlich, who is going to create that goal opportunity, moving in on Grant Fuhrer for a play save opportunity, which he will shoot and scores. Tie game. Pete Mahovlich will get the goal, and 2 assists will be Lapointe and Rajan Houle will be your assist takers on the Pete Mahovlich goal. Home scoring chance. Visitor scoring chance. 64. Visitor defense stop. Breakaway chance. Home goalie must make play save. So I wonder who is going to make. First, we're going to roll the die right here, which in the act of shooting, someone will make the stop and shoots. And Dryden makes the save to keep this game knotted up at 1 apiece. As we head to the final segment of the first period with a quality check between players 1 and 4, that's Lambert and Coffey for Smart. Both of them have Smart, and that is going to do it for this first period here at the Forum. Here in Montreal. We go to the second period, which will begin with a quality check between Lamar and Charlie Huddy for Smart. Jacques Lamar has Smart, and he was going to move in on Grant Fuhrer to hopefully make a save. 1 or 2 would do it. Won't do it, as Jacques Lamar will score. It's a 2-1 lead for the Canadiens as the Habs take a 2-1 lead. Let's see who gets the assist. Only 1 assist. Steve Shutt will get the assist. Well, actually, yeah, we'll give it to Steve Shutt. Yeah, Steve Shutt will get the assist. And we move on to the next portion in the segment. Quality check between players 4 and 1. That's Savard and Dave Hunter for speed. Dave Hunter has speed, and as he moves in on Ken Dryden, hopefully to make a play save, as he shoots and scores. Dave Hunter ties the game at 2 apiece. Let's see who gets the assists. 2 assists. It's going to be Huddy and... How about Huddy and Lindstrom? So Dave Hunter gets the goal from Charlie Huddy, and Willie Lindstrom. It's 2, 4 more to go. With a home scoring chance of a 15. Visitor goalie must make shot save. So it's going to be, even though Grant Fuhr has 2 play saves, his shot save is the second one. So it's going to be a 1 or a 2 dot that he's going to make the save. Oh, and a 2 blank won't do it as Montreal takes a 3-2 lead. Let's see who scored the goal. 11. Second best shot rating. So the best shot rating we have out there is Tremblay. So between Gainey and Jarvis is going to take it. I think we're going to give it to Gainey because I really want to keep Jarvis out there in case of a critical face-off role. So we'll give the goal to Bob Gainey, and the assist is 2 assists. So it will be Tremblay and we'll give it to Nyrop. So Gainey from Jarvis and Nyrop will be your stat line for that. Oh, excuse me. From Gainey, from Tremblay and Nyrop are your stat line for that goal to make the game 3-2. 3 down, 3 more in this period here with the goal cap set at 6. Visitor scoring chance of a 15. Home goalie must make play save. Ken Dryden knows how to make them. Can he do it? Oh, and he can't. Edmonton ties the game again. 3-3 tie here in game 4. Let's see who scored the goal. 9, second best shot rating. So the best we got out on the ice is Glenn Anderson. The second best is going to go to Mark Napier. So Mark Napier will get the goal, and there will be 2 assists on the goal. We'll give it to Anderson and Lowe. So Napier from Glenn Anderson and Kevin Lowe. Here to tie things up here in this period, in this first segment of the second period. 4 goals have been scored in this segment, only 2 more. Only 2 more, and the segment will automatically end. We got a quality check between Yari Curry and anybody out on the ice with speed, skill, smart, and star. How about you challenge Guy Lafleur? We're looking for hits. Nobody has hit between those two, and that is going to do it for this period, this segment here of the second period. And we move on to the next segment with a quality check for skill between anybody on the Canadiens, and 4 with speed, skill, power, smart, and star. Close, but we're matching it. Yvonne Lambert for skill. Both have skill, as nothing will come up there, as it is a 3-3 tie here at the Forum in Montreal. We move on to another quality check, this time between players 3 and 4. That's Jarvis and Kevin Lowe for skill. Both have skill. And this has turned out to be a slugfest of a hockey game right here, as the game is tied up at 3 apiece. As we head to the final segment of the second, which is another quality check, this time between Larry Robinson and Willie Lindstrom. Say hi to a skill quality, as both of them have skill, and that's going to do it for the second period here. As all the goals scored in this period, everybody seems to be tired. Holy! Were scored early in the second. As you can see by the score, it's the 76-77 Habs 3 and the 84-85 Oilers 3. We head to the third period with a visitor scoring chance of a 64. Oh, visitor defense, stop, breakaway chance, home goalie must make play save. Oh my goodness, let's see if Ken Dryden can make the play save as someone on the Oilers shoots. And Dryden makes the save, keeping the game right where it's at, a 3 apiece. We move on. It's a quality check between players 5 and 4. That is Nyrop and Paul Coffey for skill. Both have skill. Man, oh man. Man, oh man, what a game this is turning out to be. A home scoring chance, 21. Visitor goalie must make shot save, otherwise it'll be a goal. So 1 or a dot, 1 or 2 with a dot will do it for the save. No, and the Habs take a 4-3 lead here in the late stages of the third period. Let's see who scores the goal. 5 choice players. So again, when it's choice, I'm going to have this number here be rolled. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. 6 is an automatic reroll. It'll be Larry Robinson getting the goal, and the assists is 1 assist. How about we go ahead and give that to Steve Shutt? So Robinson from Steve Shutt on that go-ahead goal for the Habs, hoping to take a commanding 4-0 time frame series lead. Quality check between Savard and Jackson for power. Both have power. And that is going to wrap it up for that segment. As we move on now to hopefully the final segment of regulation between anybody on the Habs and Kevin McClellan for power. We'll go with Mahovlich and McClellan. Both have power. And folks, we're going to the empty net mini chart to decide this one here, if it will go to overtime or if the game will be over. Empty net 6. The game is over. Stop the clock. Hoo-wee, what a game that was. So your final score here for game 4 is the 76-77 Habs 4 and the 84-85 Oilers 3. With 5 minutes and 24 seconds left on the clock, there will be a game 5. Even though the Habs won the time frame, right here during game 4, it didn't come so easy, but they did it. So in the end, the Oilers will play for pride in the final game of this time frame. So in this time frame, we played out 4 total games. There will be a 5th game in this time frame. So whenever the clock hits 0, we will finish out the game. We will finish out game 5 as is. Once the clock reaches 0, I will take whatever time is say on the recording screen in on my on this recording, or excuse me, on the next recording, and add on whatever number of time where it said 0 to the time that I say stop the clock. So with that being said, your final score for game 4 is the 76-77 Habs 4 and the 84-85 Edmonton Oilers 3. Stay tuned for game number 5 and the end of this time frame. But first, here is your Bitty Beer game summary. Here is your Bitty Beer game summary presented by your favorite Bitty Beer products. Big taste, bitty price, Bitty Beer. And welcome back, everybody, as we get set for our finale here, this time frame here for opening day of the 2024-25 NHL season, as well as the starting of the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens, as already the Canadiens are up one time frame day to none as they secured um, the time frame victory here, winning 4 games to none. But the Oilers are playing for pride here in Game 5. With that being said, with 5 minutes and 24 seconds left on the clock, let's say we drop the puck and see who wins this one. Let's do it. Start the clock. And we're going to begin with a 5-6-1. So anybody on the Oilers against Bob Gainey, anybody with all the qualities, and close, but we're going to go with Kevin Lowe. So we're looking for hits. Both guys have hits, and we are going to move on to the next segment. Another quality check, this time between players 2 and 6. It's Napier and anybody on the ice with speed, skill, power, and star. It's close, but I think we're going to go with Jacques Lemar. We'll go with Jacques Lemar. For speed, both have speed. And nothing comes up there in the second segment of the first period. We had a visitor scoring chance of a 26. Choice visitor player rolls for a goal using assist stars +2. Oh, you got to give that one to Guy Lapointe because 1 + 2 is 3. So with 1, 2, or 3, he scores a goal. 4, 5, and 6, Andy Moog is going to stop it. Oh, and Guy Lapointe will score the goal, giving the Montreal Canadiens a 1-0 lead early in this one. There will be 2 assists granted on this one, and we're going to give that to, I think we'll give it to Roberts and Wilson. So Guy Lapointe scores the goal from Roberts, and Maury Wilson is your stat line for that goal. Oh, 166, and I do believe that would be choice home player scores the goal. However, I do want to refer to the rules on something on 166. It doesn't say, so yep, choice home player scores the goal. So we are definitely going to give it to the great one, Wayne Gretzky. And there will be 2 assists. So it'll be Coffey and Curry getting the assists on that goal by Wayne Gretzky. And the Oilers tie things up at 1 apiece in this one. So again, once the clock hits 0, we will finish out this game and then stop for the day for today of this project. We got so it's 2 goals right now. So yeah, 2 goals, and then 4 more. We'll end the segment right here. We got a quality check between players 3, Messier, so all qualities, close, but it will do. Steve Shutt for skill. Both have skill, as both guys will rotate, and we move on to the next segment. Penalty check between anybody with on the Oilers. Oh man, it looks like the Oilers are going to go to the power play, are probably going to go on the power play here. Unless if they want to tie. They tie. They will tie. So they will go with Tremblay and Krishlinski. So no penalty there. No penalty coming up as we go to the second period tied at 1 apiece. We got a 5:51, and it'll be a quality check between Fogolin and Bob Gainey for power. Both have power. And we move on here in this one. We got a quality check this time between Pat Hughes and anybody with speed, hit, and power. How about Bill Nyra for star? Nobody has star. And we move on to the next one. Since the clock hits 0, we will continue out this game, like I said, until I say until the end of this game. We got a quality check between players, both players in one for skill. Both of them have skill, as both players will rotate. And we move on. Quality check again, this time between Anderson and Jarvis for star. Both have star, and that's going to do it for the second period here in Edmonton. Your score stays the same, tied up at 1 apiece. We go to the third. It's a quality check between anybody on the Oilers with all the qualities. Close, but we'll go with Kevin Lowe for star. Both have star, and that will seal up that segment with nothing doing as we move on. We got a quality check again, this time between Krishlinski and Guy Lafleur for hits. Oh, neither of them have hits, so that is going to be it for that segment. Nothing comes up from that segment. We move on. We got a quality check between anybody out on the ice with skill, power, smart, and star. We'll counter that with Paul Coffey for hits. Nobody has hits, as Savard and both players in 4 will rotate. And we move on to the final possibility of the final segment here. We get the visitor scoring chance of a 33. Choice visitor player rolls for rebound goal using shot stars +2. I'm bound to give that one to Steve Shutt. So 1 to 5 would be a goal, 6 would be a save. It's a goal, and the Montreal Canadiens will take it. We'll seal up the deal here. Let's see who got the assist. 2 assists. Guy Lapointe and Doug Riesborough will get the assists off the Steve Shutt rebound goal. We continue on here. Home scoring chance. This could tie the game here. 36. Home player in 4 creates a goal with a quality roll of power or a triangle. Kevin Lowe is in 4. He does have He does have power, so he's going to create a goal chance here, as he will roll on Ken Dryden. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 with a dot will make the save. And Ken Dryden makes the save. we go to the empty net mini chart with a 4. The game is over. Stop the clock. Man, oh man, the Habs demolish the 1984-85 Edmonton Oilers by a final score of 2-1 here in Game 5, but in the time frame, winning it and taking it 5-0. Oh man, what? I don't even know what to say. This is probably one of the weirdest segments that I would ever play out in Hockey Blast Express, but it is what it is, folks. So again, if you enjoyed whatever you saw in this video, please remember to leave a like on this video. I know it's long, but I'll try my best to play out a little bit faster to make it a little bit faster for you from here on out. Stay tuned tomorrow for another edition of the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens Gauntlet Challenge when they take on the 2022-23 Nashville Predators. With that in mind, stay tuned for the final game stats and Game 5 summary presented by Bitty Beer, by your favorite Bitty Beer products. Big taste, Bitty price, Bitty Beer. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for tuning in to tonight's action, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.